This call is being recorded.
Welcome to the artwork of CP, guys. And this afternoon, on the weekend of May 8th, we're going to talk about Mother's Day, which, for those of you that are new to the land of CP and the land of Lynn, and basically the land of Danielle, Danielle and I have a condition called cerebral palsy. It is a neurological condition, and it is a lack of oxygen condition at birth. Now, Danielle's lucky in two senses of the word that she still has her mommy. For those of you, and her biological mommy at that, for those of you who've been hanging around me long enough, you know by now that I lost my mommy in 2010. I have a stepmommy who is good, but it's still not my biological mom. And I, at this very moment, for those of you who are completely living under rock and didn't hear Ask When or the artwork of ZB, I, at this very moment, and am. I see correction. Correction. I meant to say a winning cup. I meant to say a winning cup. A winning cup, aka Ask Win, formerly known as Ask Win. See, I'm correct myself. Okay, a winning cup. That's what I meant, you guys. But for those of you that haven't heard a winning cup, formerly known as Ask Win, I have transplanted myself / moved myself to Arizona with absolutely no chosen, well, that's not true. I have chosen family that decides to support me, but no real step family that decides to help me out with the move, and no biological family to help me out with the move, even though they say, oh yes, you do have biological family. Yeah. So that said, this will be my 12th year celebrating Mother's Day without my mom. The first time ever without my stepmom, which that's gonna be, I think, I know, more of a challenge for her, because both her she has two stepchildren and one biological child, and the two stepchildren were all split out all over the planet now. The one stepchild with CP, me, lives in Arizona now, and then the other stepchild lives in California. I'm actually close to that stepdaughter as well. She is a good friend of mine, and yeah, so long story there. But it's interesting because for my stepmom, she'll not have anyone around to celebrate Mother's Day with. And for the first time in 10 years, for the first time in 10 years, she will have no one around her. And not to say that I don't miss my biological mom. I do miss her dearly. because, as Danielle knows, my biological mom was the best mommy on the planet, and so is she's shaking her head. Yes, so is your mommy, Danielle. So we have two of the best mommies on the planet, and so not to say that I won't um, miss my biological mom. And those of you who have lost your biological moms, it's, and I don't care if they're your stepmoms either. Um, those of you who have lost your stepmoms or biological moms to unforeseen, unforeseen circumstances, like I did mine, biologically, that pain will never go away completely. That pain will always be subsiding, but it will never go away completely. It will, the shock factor of her being gone for 12 years, you guys. Ay, 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 ay. That's the shocking factor there. And so yes, and she's with me. I actually brought her actors down to Arizona. She went on a road trip, which for those of you who knew my mom personally, you knew she loved to travel. So I figured, okay, what other excuse do we have now? Not to bring you down to Arizona. And of course, yes, she is around. For those of you who have seen my Instagram or Winning Cups Instagram, quite frankly, you know that I have my altar dedicated to my mom. Always had the altar dedicated to my mom for the past 10 years. It just happens to be all hers again because my dad got on only 2 years ago. My dad got on only 2 years ago. So they shared altar at one point. But my mom loves to be the quiet center of attention. And even though she dealt with me and CPN, she had asthma. That's how I acquired asthma, you guys, from my mommy. And we did a full on episode on that. And so I am my mother's daughter in that. I acquired her disability. Mine is much better than hers, thank God. And I decided to move to Arizona because of mother-daughter asthma. And so, and I don't do well in cold. And I don't, and I know she always wanted to be closer to her family, but that never happened. So now I am a closer connection to her family. Yeah, we're still working on close family ties there. I don't I don't ever think that I would be close to a family because of what they did to me, and I will state that um, on a later podcast when we do 2-year reflections of it. I will last Wednesday, my mom's family graced my doors in Arizona, and that was interesting to say the least. And I will leave it at that because I will leave it at that. But I found out stuff that I didn't want to find out, and it was very, very interesting. And I found stuff out that I didn't want to find out, and it's not going to be public knowledge until September when my house is officially vacant and stuff is cleared out. What exactly happened? Danielle knows what exactly happened, and a couple people know. But getting back to um, my mommy and how she raised me, my mommy raised me as if I was a able-bodied woman with no disability, because I consider myself a able-bodied woman brain-wise, and then I consider myself I have a able-bodied brain trapped in a disabled body, and I think that Danielle considers herself the same way. We just
Yeah.
yeah, we just have
No, mom.
yeah. Yeah, we had the same philosophies growing up.
Yeah.
Who we are, and not to say that your mommy's the not the best mommy on the planet, which I fully think she is. So so we had very similar childhoods growing up, and don't get me wrong, we don't we do count our blessings every single day to have able-bodied brains trapped in cerebral palsy. I mean, we're just two able-bodied women with the gift of cerebral palsy. Thank you very much. And it's interesting how people, moms in general nowadays, raise their kids with cerebral palsy. Eh, you don't want to know what I've seen. And so, me being an advocate for people with mainly cerebral palsy, but I try and educate people about other disabilities. And so, me being me, I'm all, and people know this. People know that I'm a little bit of a loud mouth, and Danielle is a little bit of a loud mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danielle is a little bit of the loud mouth too, even though she has we have the a flipped dis we have a flipped disability. I have a texted spastic cerebral palsy, and Danielle has what's your category of CP, Dan? Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's probably a good thing. That's probably a good thing because yeah, that's probably a good thing that you can't think of the name right now because um, people just call it cerebral palsy. They don't necessarily call it
Yeah.
its actual categories. I'm like, we have CP. Get over it. Get over it. So I think that, and I know you guys will be listening to this on Monday. I know that. As a matter of fact, I know that because unless you're trying to get away from, unless you're trying to get away from biological moms, or unless you're trying to get away from stepmoms, I don't think you're going to get away with listening to a podcast tomorrow, you guys. But all in all, I just want to, and then I'll have Danielle take it over, and then I'll come back in. But all in all, I just think, and I know last year, 2020, was rough on was rough on everyone and was rough on the human society as general because we had the social distancing aspects in place and we had everything in place due to COVID. So I think that now that people are getting vaccinated, and now that, and yes, Danielle is fully vaccinated, that was
Uh, ha.
half. Oh, I said you were full for some weird reason. Half vaccinated. But me, I am fully vaccinated. So, me, and as I told you guys, they've eliminated the mask mandate in Arizona, which is scary, but I am managing to stay away from the scaries. Um, and it's scary thinking about they eliminated the mask mandate. But I think that everyone, the good, bad, and the uglies, with the relationships with mother daughters, and please don't tell me you guys don't have squabbles with your mommies, no matter how old you are, how old they are. Please don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that because everyone on the planet does. So no matter how old they are, no matter if they're alive, no matter if. Were you about to say something?
No.
I was going to say she threw me off track, you guys. She threw me off track. And I was about to say, no matter how old they are, and if they're dead or you're in a orphan club, or at least have your dad still involved in your life, and I happen to be in the orphan club, as you guys know, so I don't have my dad anymore, and I don't have my mom, but no matter how old they are and how whether they're in a nursing home or they're in some sort of assisted living, which 9 times out of 10 they are, and at this point, and just be kind, be kind to them. I know you guys wanna scream at them at this point because they might they might be really, 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 really annoying and losing their mindsets due to dementia, and you can't. You can't scream at them. You just have to love people in general, including moms for who they really are. Being a full time mom is and being a full-time grandma and being a full-time surrogate mom. In my case, I have a bunch of surrogate moms taking care of me, and now, and so being a surrogate mom or being adopted mom or adopted by marriage or just being a mom in general, being a mom in general is a full-time job, and sometimes you have to deal with the good, bad, and the ugly. And of course, the good, the bad, and the ugly has its challenges. I mean, the especially when it comes to raising a child with a disability. I mean, we're talking about going above and beyond Call of Duty here. And so, yeah, the good, the bad, and the ugly have to subside for Mother's Day, and I know Danielle would agree because she thinks she thinks the world of a mom, and I definitely agree. I mean, the amount of time I've spent with your mom, Danielle, I can see it. And
Yeah.
well, so all I just wanted to say to you guys is number one, happy Mother's Day to the moms listening out there. And I know I have the mom I need to woodwork, but be listening. And so I don't know who of my personal behind the scenes fan base actually listens to this. The moment I say that, they'll be coming out of the woodwork. And so I um I just wanted to say number one, happy Mother's Day. Number two, hug your mommy tomorrow or hug your mommy on Monday if you don't have a chance to FaceTime or call your mommy. And yes, you can use technology, you guys, to see mommy. You can use technology. It doesn't have to be a big deal. You don't have to take it out to lunch. You don't have to do this because it is still COVID, and we do have to be mindful of COVID. And every single holiday now we have to be mindful of COVID, but just show mommy just a little bit of the love, a little bit of the love. That would be great. And so I think I know what I'm going to do because I'm now 10 hours away from 10 hours away, well, even longer than that for some of my adopted moms. But the my stepmom is 10 hours away, and then other surrogate moms to be um, hours away. And so I am going to at least acknowledge one, well, acknowledge my stepmom and wish her a happy Mother's Day. And then I'm going to at least try to say to surrogate moms also happy Mother's Day because, um, and yes, Danielle's mommy is one of my surrogate moms. And so I'm going to at least use technology, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to make it a big ordeal to use technology. I know in hospitals due to COVID now, they're using technology. So you may want, I know it's a little too late for now, but you may want to, and I should have mentioned this last week, you may just want to see if the senior center or the nursing home or someone can just figure out how to use technology because just saying the words "I love you" if your if your mom has dementia or has some sort of disability means means a lot. And I was lucky enough to say I love you over 100 times. I had to do it. I was stuck in a pickle with my own mom, and how I got her out of that pickle as I said, I love you, mom, I love you, mom, I love you, mom, over 100 times. And she, of course, heard me in medically induced coma. So this people don't hear you in medically induced coma. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And so it's like just the fact that we and 2020 has taught us that family, whether it's chosen or adopted or stepped or common law, um, family is more than important because when it comes down to it, a pod is a pod is a pod. And so if there's moms included in those pods, be very lucky that you still have your mom. And if you're in club like me, if you're in the orphan club, or if you're in the I still have my dad club, that's one step up from the absolute orphan club. And quite frankly, I am not orphan by any means. I may be orphan when you Google it, but I am not a orphan by any means. I have friends around me, new friends around me, and I have a very blessed city, Phoenix, Arizona, for people with disabilities. And I'll get more into that next week. But I just wanted to say number one, happy Mother's Day. Number two, you may have to get mom a little technology if you already haven't bought a Mother's Day gift. You just may have to delay it because technology helps. Technology helps in all these cases of the world. And when when my dad first asked me, do you I told you guys that my dad said, okay, we're moving to Phoenix, Arizona for his health, not mine. He was more concerned about his health at the time. And he goes, well, what about your BFF? I said, my BFF and I are fine. My BFF and I are fine. We've done this technology back and forth thing for, geez, how many 20 plus?
No. No. No.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know either. And once my BFF shows up in the same room, I'll be happy to clap. But right now we are doing the technology thing, but we have to get BFF down here because I want to. But I also and there is a public birthday list floating around that Danielle now has access to that she's going to stick in the show notes. And she's going to stick that for my birthday in um in the show notes. There's only a couple of things that I want on my birthday list because um as I said, this house was my birthday present, so I can't be too greedy about that. But it is June 22nd, so if you guys want to send me Amazon gift cards, have at it, or gifts from Amazon, have at it. And so if you guys want to contact Danielle to get my address, have at it. I get packages here delivered every which way. We have all the major carriers coming here because this is a major city. We also have Amazon, access to Amazon. So it is a major city. So have at it, you guys. Starbucks gift cards all to Starbucks. I'll take myself, I'll buy things off of Amazon. I'll just, yeah. But have at it, you guys. Have at it. But I just wanted to say to all the moms out there, you deserve a A+++++ in my book, and you deserve a big gold medal, and especially all the moms that are raising incredible young men and women with a disability. And you deserve a tenfold of love on Mother's Day. And so I want you guys to treat your mom extra special on Mother's Day. Do not forget, otherwise you will hear it from me if I don't see if I don't see pictures on Facebook. You guys will hear it from me on Instagram or on something. I want to at least see one picture of mom and child and mom and sons and daughters and everything else. So and that includes you, Missy. That includes you, Danielle, by the way.
Yeah. No. Oh, mom.
Yeah, well, hang out, hang out, hanging out is good. Just sitting in the same room is good with me. I mean, as long as we involve mom somehow. And I wish my mommy knew. I wish my stepmom mommy knew a little bit more about FaceTime, but I get to see her next week, so that's always a good thing. And I get to see stepmommy next week, and so no, this wasn't planned the weekend after the Mother's Day for her to come down. This was just planned ahead, but I get to see stepmommy next week, so that's always a good thing. But I wanted to wish you guys all a happy Mother's Day, and if you still have your mom, hug her tightly. And if you have your mom in ashes format, hug that box tightly or say hello to that box. I don't care what you do, I'll be saying hello to my box. So that box and that box is not going anywhere soon. It's not gonna be opened up soon. My box is my box. So no matter how much people want to involve themselves in my life, and I'm talking about my family, and I'm not talking about my second mommies. My second mommies know by now boxes staying with me. I'm talking about my family, and no matter how much they kick and scream, that box is staying in one complete hole until hall. And when I say hall, I'm not opening that box and dealing with it. No. And so when I say hall, it's going to stay in one piece until I decide to open that up. No one is forcing me to open up a box of ashes with my mom in it. No, that's not happening. And they pretty much know that by now. And so, no, that's not happening, you guys. Those of you that want me to open up the box, Pandora's box is not getting open on that one. And so I just wanted to say happy Mother's Day to everyone. And Danielle, do you want to say anything else?
Oh. No, that you mom.
Well, she couldn't have said it. She couldn't have said it better. She's now leaning against the wall, you guys, and trying to hold her iPhone up. Yeah. Because so she could have said it better, and I'll say thank you for following us. So you don't fall over, Danielle. I'll say thank you for following us because I'm in a better chair than you are. Thank you for following us, you guys. Even though Danielle says that, Danielle's now leaning up against the wall. So with a vote. so I don't want
Yeah.
those bulb. So that's
Yes.
well,
Uh,
you're good. You don't. Yeah, but I don't. I just don't want the iPhone to go sideways. I already had the iPhone go sideways. Oh, and by the way, the couch ate my headphone. You guys, the couch literally ate my headphone. I'm missing one headphone for two for three of us sharing this house at one point. We're doing pretty good. We haven't necessarily I've broken one piece of art, which I told you guys about on Facebook, and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing and backed into it by accident. And then the couch ate my headphone. We're doing pretty well considering moved in. So if you see on my birthday list a pair of headphones, that's why. That's why. So if I do find the other one, I have a backup pair of headphones. Not to say that I need to replace the headphones, which now I do, but I'm going to find this headphone myself, and I just have to have time to and physically have a body helping deal with coachable. But we're going to find that headphone, and but I do want a backup of headphones, so this couch doesn't eat my headphone again. So yeah, because as much music as I listen to, and as much podcast as I listen to, as many podcasts as I listen to, I need headphones. And now they make cute cases, you guys. So if you want to send me cute case money, that helps too because they they actually the headphone the headphone case itself looks like two two looks like dental floss, number one. So, and then the headphone case itself doesn't have a clip on it, so you can't clip it onto anything. So if you want to send me case money, and there's a couple cases on my Amazon list as well, you guys. So help me out, help me out, you guys. Rescue these headphones for me, maybe and I'm gonna let you guys go. Danielle's gonna let you guys go, and well, next week when we record, I'll give you the update on Arizona because as of next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, I will be 100% living alone. And then I have people coming in, but they're not going, well, they may disrupt me in some sense of the word. But after they leave, I'm peacefully shutting the door and I am peacefully shutting the door and declaring that I live 100% alone. I'm in 90% there. And not to say that I don't love people power in this house, but go away. Go away. I love you, but go away. Go away. And not to say that I don't want to see my BFF, but at the same time, I don't. I want to experience living alone for the first time since March 19th. And so BFF has come down here in a long time. BFF knows that. And so I'll be, and she's thinking that, yes, I'll be 100% living alone for the first time in about 10, yeah. Well, no, for the first time in about 33 years and 10 years to get to my own home, 33 years in total. So it's gonna be interesting next weekend. Big house. I won't. People think I'm bored. I'm not bored. I'm fully entertained. And so, big house, little win. That's that's what I'm calling it. Big house, short win. That's what I'm calling it. And as I said, I know you guys need a house tour. I know, but I maybe maybe someone who's steadier than I am with video cameras, cell phone video cameras, not video cameras, could do. I need them to do a couple video projects with me, and so yeah, I'll get it to you guys. I'll get it to you guys because I know you guys want that, and I promise you guys that. But can we first get Win down here and situated, and then we'll do the video and the house tours, and yeah. Then we'll do the video and the downloads and everything else. I don't know what my birthday is going to bring you guys. What are you guys going to give me other than a house and a bed and a battle rocket? I don't know. But all these pretty cool, well, I shouldn't say pretty cool, very cool pre-birthday gifts lining up the van, the Power and the house. The house was the grand finale. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys are going to give me for my 34th birthday, not my 31. What am I thinking? I'm younger than I actually am. I look younger. So but I don't know what you guys are going to give me because, okay, since losing my mom, you gave me losing losing my mom because I turned 23 in June. I lost her in August, and by the time I turned 33, you guys gave me losing my dad / losing my job again. And so I don't know what you guys are planning on giving me or actually doing for me on my 34th birthday. This ought to be interesting because all these pre-birthday gifts have been mightily cool. So I don't know what you guys have got planned, but I'll wait and see and count my blessings every single day. But happy Mother's Day and thank you for following us. And I'm gonna let you guys go. Danielle's gonna let you guys go and enjoy your Mother's Day Sunday and hug your mom tight and maybe teach her how to use technology. Maybe I don't know you guys, but just spend time with your mommies. And we'll catch you guys later. Next week I can give you guys a little more insight into why I moved to Arizona and because you guys don't know that whole story. So I am thinking of giving you guys that and just making that 1 hour episode and then cutting it in to 2 episodes and making the first part 1 hour and then making the second part 1 hour, a total of 2 hours of that because yeah. And I will catch you guys later. Thanks to you guys for following us. And we will catch you guys later. Thanks to you guys. Bye, you guys.
Bye.